So the debate is tonight.
Yes, it is.
And it is going to be an interesting one. I don't think it can live up to the standards of the last one. I just don't think it can get to that level.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be nice?
I think so. Well, as long as it doesn't happen in the opposite
fantastic.
direction, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a chance that either one of them could just step on a landmine.
It's very possible, and Are you concerned? What's your concern level? 1 to 10, Glenn Beck concern level going into tonight.
Because it's American politics and the stakes are so high. 1 to 10, 100.
Yeah, I'm kind of there. I don't know if we're there for the same reasons. Because I mean, the stakes are super high, so obviously you're concerned.
Yeah,
but
that's 99% of it.
Right. Your concern is not Kamala Harris is an amazing debater.
No.
Right?
No, it's just that, she's going to be doing everything she can just to get under his skin. Mm-hmm. That is literally the plan, is to get under his skin, make him angry so he says something.
Yep.
And, I just hope that he is as good as he was on the last debate.
Yes, and as far as knowing what the situation is and knowing what's going on, right? A lot of it is about awareness in that moment, and that is probably what Trump is best at in these debates.
Yes.
Like you think back to the you'd be in jail, that moment with Hillary Clinton. That was him just picking apart the conversation in the moment. He's very good at that. He's obviously not as skilled at going after policy details. That's not what his game is.
I bet it will be tonight. I mean,
does that worry you?
What is your plan? What's your plan? Let's talk about details. What's your plan?
Right. Asking about them constantly. Like him trying to recite parts of healthcare laws is not a good approach for Donald Trump.
It's not going to be good for her either.
No. And she is the reverse of Trump. She's much worse in the moment. She's much worse realizing what's going on. Mm-hmm. The only thing she's going to try to do, I think, in this debate is to make Donald Trump, lure him into either some sort of quote unquote sexist, quote unquote racist moment that she can exploit. I mean, you go back to that Mike Pence debate where she said, "Excuse me, Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking." And it's like, okay, we know you're speaking. The problem is the words that are coming out of your mouth, right? Like, it's not that you're speaking. If you were saying true things, you wouldn't need to be interrupted. Right. But you're lying constantly. Mm-hmm. But that is the type of moment that they're going to try to get out of this. And to be clear, the media is going to try to magnify that into something that it's not.
Oh, ABC is so bad. So bad. Yeah. Did you see the numbers on ABC?
Unbelievable.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. So ABC is absolutely the most biased out of all of them. They are so much more worse. Is that right? More worse. They're worse than NBC, and that's saying something.
Really?
Yeah. According to a watchdog group,
the Media Research Center, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was. Mm-hmm. They watched CBS. They tracked CBS, ABC, and NBC. CBS was actually the most fair and balanced out of the three. I think it had a score in the 70s. And what they scored was, is it balanced? Is there the other side ever being shown? Is the anchor ever giving the benefit of the doubt? Are they saying something positive? Or is it just all negative? On Kamala Harris, it was 100% positive coverage. 100%.
It wasn't 110% positive.
No, you're right. It could have been worse.
It could have been. It can't be.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
So here it is. No, actually, NBC was best. 71% with NBC.
71% positive is the best.
Positive, yeah.
The best number.
The best number is 100%.
No, but I'm saying.
Oh yeah, for
fairness.
Yeah,
the best one was 71% positive.
71%. Then 94% for CBS. ABC 100%.
And what's the time period on this? They didn't say one negative thing.
Yeah, since she became the candidate.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's over a month. What's that,
I know.
50 days now?
Yeah, 100%. Now, Trump's negative coverage, 77% on CBS, 86% on ABC.
Oh, my God. These are terrible.
But nobody even came close.
I mean, think about that.
100%.
You have to think about it. Are they this incompetent? How have they ever lost an election? With this environment, how do you lose elections?
Well, I don't know if it's ever been this bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's now it's just lies. I mean, they've always gotten stories wrong, and they're like, well, yeah, that's not the way you frame that story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it used to be, and then some lies. Now it is nonstop. If I hear that very fine people thing more time.
How many times can they do this?
Oh, my gosh. And they just keep getting away with it.
Did you see the one that they tried on J.D. Vance?
No.
Where they're like, J.D. Vance, quote, shootings are just a fact of life.
Oh, my gosh.
Are you kidding me?
That's not
what he did. Not what he said.
In context, he made a big deal about how horrible this was.
Yep.
What a tragedy this shooting was. And he said, unfortunately, and I don't like this, shootings have become part of life.
Yeah, a fact of life.
And we've got to stop it.
But if you take all the context out and just say fact of life, it looks like you're just this jerk who wants people to die and doesn't try to hide. Hey, whatever.
Hey, those kids were killed. It's a fact of life. You know what I mean?
Let's build all schools near a mountain so they have high ground for all the assassins. It's like, no, that's not what he said.
Almost that.
Yeah, and it's like they all know what they're doing. This is the Donald Trump, we're going to have a bloodbath, ... in the economy.
Yeah.
But they just say bloodbath. I mean, like, this is stuff that is, they all know what they're doing here. This is not like mistakes. It's not like, oh, this was taken out of context. They are intentionally trying to sink his campaign because they hate him. And I don't know that they love Kamala Harris, honestly. She's just the other thing.
Well, that quote really originated with the Associated Press, and I don't know if you saw this, but the Babylon Bee has put a list together of all the things that the AP has said in the past, and they still stand by it. You know, for instance, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, according to the AP, the only thing we have ... is fear itself. So
wow, I don't.
Neil Armstrong. That's one small ... man. So
it was a height. That was a height speech.
Wayne Gretzky. You miss 100% of the shots you ... take.
So you shouldn't even try.
Yeah,
is what he's saying.
Donald Trump. I can't believe he came out and said it, but as reported by the AP, I am literally ... Hitler.
Oh my gosh!
Yes,
he said that.
Yeah.
So he's not even saying he endorses the policies of Hitler. He's saying he's actually the man.
And let me tell you, John F. Kennedy is practically Kamala Harris. John F. Kennedy, ask not. Period.
So you shouldn't even bother asking.
Don't even ask.
Oh
Don't even ask. How about this one? Martin Luther King. I have a dream that one day ... little boys will be ... little girls.
Oh. So he was for this gender stuff. A reverend.
He was
for all of this gender stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they uncovered that.
And then, of course, you want to talk about weird. Thomas Jefferson. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that men are ... endowed ... well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought that was Abraham Lincoln they were talking about with those things.
Patrick Henry. Give me death.
What? Wow.
Franklin Roosevelt again. December ... will live in infamy.
Just the whole month?
Anti-Christmas.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
anti-Christmas. And of course, Bill Clinton. I did ... that woman. Which is actually kind
that
of
one.
that
Actually,
one's
that's
actually
a good
right.
summary.
That one's right on the AP. You know what they're doing is they're changing history in real time. They really truly believe that Hitler was right when he said, you say a lie long enough, loud enough, people will begin to believe it's the truth. I mean, there's no other reason to keep saying very fine people other than...
And they know they're lying on that.
Yeah.
And they know they're lying. And they might think that, secretly it's what he really believes. They may actually apply those things to him. I think they hate him enough to maybe believe that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know why they believe that? Not based on any fact, but just what they think.
Yeah.
He believes that.
Yeah.
What kind of people do they hang around all the time?
The worst people that have ever been created.
Okay. Well, that explains it.
Maybe it's because they're surrounded by all the most awful people that have ever existed.
Yeah, and they have... And their experience tells them that everybody on Earth is a scumbag.
Right.
Because that's all they're surrounded by.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, we know that to be true. We work in those circles. Yeah, not a lot of home runs there on the people front,
Home runs on the people front. That's an interesting way to describe multiple cities. I think it's pretty accurate.